Yellowstone National Park is the most visited national park in the United States. It has everything from beautiful geysers to some pretty scary ones. But did you know there's a magma chamber beneath it all? It might not be visible, but scientists have been able to study it and learn some shocking facts about it. So what have they discovered? Let's find out inside the magma chamber of Yellowstone Supervolcano. We all know that Yellowstone National Park is special. Its geysers erupt into the air and its wildlife is like nothing else on Earth. But what we may not realize is that these features are due to something hiding underneath the surface, a giant magma chamber. In fact, this magma chamber is so big it's part of a supervolcano. The park itself sits right on top of it. And while we may think we understand it, scientists are still discovering new things about it. The first thing we need to understand is exactly what a magma chamber is. You might be thinking of something like a metal box filled with molten gold or jewels, and that's not too far off. A magma chamber is an underground pocket of molten rock or magma, which can be found beneath the Earth's surface. These chambers form when rock deep within the planet melts, creating pockets of magma. The magma then collects in areas of lower pressure, forming large underground reservoirs. The magma itself is formed when rock is heated by the Earth's core, causing it to melt partially or entirely. This process can occur at various depths depending on factors like temperature and pressure. But why do we care about magma chambers? Well, for one, they play a vital role in volcanic activity. Magma chambers are the reservoirs that store magma before it erupts onto the Earth's surface during volcanic eruptions. Understanding how these chambers form and function helps scientists monitor volcanoes and predict their behavior. Plus, magma chambers also help us understand the Earth's internal structure and processes. By studying them, scientists can gain insights into the composition and behavior of the Earth's mantle, the layer of rock between the crust and the core. Now let's talk about Yellowstone. This national park is famous for its geothermal features, including geysers, hot springs, and fumaroles. These features are made possible by the heat from the Yellowstone caldera, which is essentially a giant magma chamber. The Yellowstone caldera is a large, roughly circular depression that formed as a result of a massive volcanic eruption. It is located in the northern part of Yellowstone National Park, and is what remains of the most recent eruption of the Yellowstone Supervolcano. The caldera measures approximately 43 by 28 miles and is one of the largest volcanic calderas in the world. What makes the Yellowstone caldera so special? Well, for starters, it's associated with the Yellowstone Supervolcano, one of the most powerful volcanoes on Earth. The caldera is the result of several major eruptions over the past 2 million years. But it's important to remember that the Yellowstone Supervolcano isn't just one volcano. Instead, it's a hot spot, meaning that it's an area with unusually high heat flow from the Earth's mantle. As the North American tectonic plate moves over this hotspot, it creates a chain of volcanoes. The current Yellowstone Supervolcano formed around 640,000 years ago, and had its most recent major eruption about 640,000 years ago. That's a lot of history. This is where things get really interesting. Scientists have discovered that the Yellowstone caldera isn't just a single magma chamber. Instead, it's connected to a larger magma system that extends much deeper into the Earth's mantle. They call this system the Yellowstone Superplume. The superplume is a massive column of hot rock and magma that originates deep within the Earth's mantle. It is responsible for the formation of the Yellowstone hotspot and the chain of volcanoes that it creates. The superplume is thought to be driven by heat from the Earth's core and is one of the largest and most powerful mantle plumes known to exist. One of the biggest questions in geology is how deep does this magma plume reach? Well, thanks to some seriously cool science, researchers now have an answer. They used seismic tomography to create a 3D model of the subsurface beneath Yellowstone. Seismic tomography is a technique used to create images of the Earth's interior by analyzing the speed of seismic waves as they pass through different materials. By recording the time it takes for waves to travel through the Earth, and measuring any changes in speed or direction, scientists can create detailed images of the subsurface. In other words, they basically ping the insides of the Earth and see what comes back. Their findings were published in the journal Science Advances and revealed that the Yellowstone Superplume extends down more than 620 miles into the Earth's mantle. To put that in perspective, that's almost as far as the Earth's core. What does this mean for us? Well, for one, it shows that the Yellowstone Supervolcano is even more powerful than we thought. A plume that reaches the core suggests that there is a lot of heat and magma just waiting to come out. Not only that, but it also helps us understand the long-term behavior of the volcano. Because the plume is so deep, it's likely that magma will continue to rise to the surface for a very long time. Okay, so we know that the Yellowstone Supervolcano has a deep magma plume, but how does that affect the magma chamber itself? Well, for one, it means that the chamber is constantly being filled with fresh magma. As the plume rises, it brings hot rock and magma up with it. This magma then collects in the chamber, creating a pool of molten rock that can fuel volcanic activity. Additionally, the deep magma plume suggests that the magma chamber is connected to a larger magma reservoir deep within the Earth's mantle. This connection allows for a continuous supply of magma to the chamber, potentially leading to increased volcanic activity. Basically, the deeper the magma plume, the more active the volcano could be. So, what does all this mean for us regular folks? Well, it's important to remember that while the Yellowstone supervolcano is incredibly powerful, it's not an immediate threat to human life. There are no towns or cities near the caldera, and the nearest major population center is several hundred miles away. However, the potential for a major volcanic eruption at Yellowstone is always present. Scientists closely monitor the volcano's activity, and any signs of increased activity would be closely monitored. So while we shouldn't be worried, we should definitely be prepared. If you ever visit Yellowstone National Park, you'll get to experience the beauty of this incredible place while knowing that beneath your feet is a supervolcano just waiting to blow. Hey, don't forget to subscribe for more updates on all things science and tech. We've got fresh content coming out all the time. Thanks for watching.